Hello, are we live? Are we here? Hello, hello. How are we doing? Oh, okay. Hello, there we are. Hello, welcome. So things may look a little bit different. We've got the new webcam, which we've been trying out the last couple times, but I also have new lights on the side. Instead of the bag lights, I have two like LED panel lights, and it's still looking a little bit blown out, but we're gonna kind of go with it and just see how it goes for tonight. It's weird because it feels less bright. In fact, I feel like I need my little mirror here to kind of check myself, and it's feeling a bit dim. Hello, Grace. How's it going? Yes, we are here. I've been painted. I sent a picture in our group chat with Grace and Dion, and I was like, I got ready too fast, and now I just have to sit here like half painted for like half an hour. Hello, Mama Champagne. Hello, Janet. Yeah, so here we are. We've got the new lights set up, and so I'm testing those out. It's looking a little bright, maybe, but you know what? I can actually bring these down. Let me see. They have all kinds of controls. Let me see what's going on. Oh, look at that. Okay. If I can reach the cord on the other one. Let me see if I can bring this down a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. I can change the color. Oh, there we go. Brought it down a little bit. So maybe that'll help a little bit. It's feeling very dim, like where I'm at, but I'm feeling like it's looking a little bit less washed out maybe. And once I get some paint on this face, I also have a pasty pale face, so that could be part of it too. Everybody's saying hello, 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 hello. Hello and welcome. Yes, so we are going to do Lucky Dip Live again tonight. We're going to pick a She-Ra single from Spellcast Beauty, and we are going to pick a pressed glitter from Vani Cosmetics. And yeah, we're going to create a look using probably some Blend Bunny shadows to go along with it. Let's see. Hello, Dion. How's it going? So we are going to do that. But yeah, let me know what you think about this lighting setup. The new camera, if it's looking better than what you're used to, let me know what you think. Yeah, and then we're going to talk about some different things while we do it. We're going to talk about, I've got new calendars that are out that are ready for pre-order and should be here soon. I actually placed an initial order and I did rush shipping on it, so they should be here tomorrow. And yeah, so we've got calendars coming. I've got a show this Saturday. I'm going to be in a drag show, BJ Armani's Cabaret. We're going to talk about my next theatrical adventure, which is going to be coming up probably here in January, February. And so let's see who else is here. Everybody's just saying hello. That's wonderful. Yeah, I think it is looking better. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to film a filmed video with this setup just to kind of make sure. But yeah, I'm feeling better about this. So yeah, and then we're going to talk about the next Lucky Dip Live, which is on the 17th, because I have an idea and I want to run it past people, but it would involve changing up the format just a little bit. So I want to know your thoughts at the end of this whole thing. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Let's go ahead. Should we pick our shadows or should we talk about calendars? Let's talk about calendars really briefly. So I do a calendar every year. This year's theme is Candy Bay, and it is featuring beautiful, beautiful images shot by Brooklyn Ewing LaRue from Dirt Candy Productions, and they're available for pre-order. So if you go over to janessajaye.com, you can find it's in the blog section or it's on the main page, and there's a pre-order that is live. So it'll give you all the information about if you are in Grand Forks and don't need shipping. If you do need shipping, it gives you all the pricing information. It gives you direct PayPal links where you can pay through PayPal, or if you prefer to pay through Venmo, you can do that as well. So if you want to check that out, definitely go check it out. I would love to send you a little calendar. You could spend the whole year with me. Yes, Dion has already ordered her calendar. Mama Champagne has ordered her calendar. We've had a few that have already been flying out the door. Oh, this on a big screen. Jump scare. Very exciting. I'm so excited. I love it. Yeah, I've done that before where I'll watch on my TV, but then I'll have it up on my phone so that I can also comment. All right, let's go ahead and pick our shadows. So we have the bag of She-Ra shadows from Spellcast Beauty. And then we have the pressed glitters from Vani Cosmetics. Let's go ahead and pick our She-Ra character first. So last week, not last week, it was 2 weeks ago, but the last Lucky Dip Live, we got the Sorceress, who is actually a He-Man. And I decided that I'm going to leave them out. Now I put them back in the bag just because I didn't want to have to find another space to store them. And I was like, I'm still kind of mid declutter. My declutter is sort of limping along and I'm reorganizing. So I was like, let's just keep them in the bag. But if we get the Sorceress again on some lucky pick, then we'll just pick another one. But in this drawing, we're going to get Evil Lynn. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put this back. This is a beautiful shade. Evil Lynn is like a blue purple. But the Sorceress, Evil Lynn, and Tila are like the 3 characters in this whole bag that are not She-Ra characters. They're actually from Masters of the Universe, the companion show, which is about He-Man, who is the brother of She-Ra. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to put that one back just because I want to get an actual She-Ra character. So let's pick another. Let's see. What is this? Light Hope. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting one. This is Light Hope, and this is a like navy blue mixed with gold. What does that look like? Okay, this is going to be a weird. Oh, this is going to be a weird one. It turns into like it's like a gold shimmer with a navy base. It's got kind of a very vintage gold, old gold, bronzy kind of look. Okay, so that's our color. Interesting. And then we're going to go with it. I already put back Evil Lynn, so I should have taken Evil Lynn. That was a prettier color, but but I already cheated that one. So let me go ahead and now we will pick a pressed glitter. And I think the one we had last time was called Gold Mine. So if we get Gold Mine again, although Gold Mine would actually look pretty with that. And I did get Gold Mine. Okay, let's set that aside. So there's like 20 in here. What are the chances that I would end up with the same one again? It was trying to be with this color because it knew that it matched. So let's, this one feels lucky. So then we've got Moonlight, which looks like it is a silver holographic. Interesting. Okay, let's do a little swatchy swatch next to that. So we've got kind of a burnished gold with some blue and like a silver holographic. Okay, well, so what are we going to do with that? Okay, let's also switch this from top chat to live chat so I get all the messages. It looks like there aren't any messages I missed, but if I did miss anybody, just know it took me a little bit to turn that on. So like a gold and a silver, but not even like a bright gold. Okay, that's a weird combo. What do we want to do with that? Let me start looking at Blend Bunny. Let me grab the Ellis palette. That's what we used last time just because it's a little bit bigger and there are some additional shimmers in here. And I think I'll use this one again because there is this shade, the Engineer, which is kind of like a dirty gold. And I think that will help bridge the gap between these two because I think that this Light Hope with that blue, it just gets that kind of dirty gold. And I think I need something a little bit. And since we've got that little blue in there and then we've got that like holographic silver, what if we do blue shades? So what if I stuck with like these 2 rows? The blue and maybe not this like teal, but like these more turquoisey kind of greens. Yeah, these are pretty. They're just so weird together. Okay. I think we have a little bit of a plan. I think, let me grab a makeup wipe here and wipe my swatches off. Let me grab a brush and let's go into, Galactic, which is kind of this middle blue. And let me kind of sketch out the shape a little bit. And again, I'm going to go kind of blown out. Ooh, that's pigmented. Okay. I don't, there's something about that blue with the gold that makes it feels very military. And so I'm thinking like military starship. I don't, these are all just words. It's just going to be an eye look at the end of the day. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just feel like it needs to have almost like an alien cosmic kind of feel to it. Yes, thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, Dion. Yes, make sure you thumbs up the live. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the chat. So we're kind of giving us a little cyan blue, kind of like a deeper cyan blue. This is I like these Lucky Dip lives because I'm also trying like different techniques than I would normally do, and trying to like maybe sometimes do shapes that are a little bit different. Oh, you know, and Dion, we had talked about this was going to be the year we were also going to like play around with halo eyes, and I haven't done that much of it. So maybe I'll even try to do a little bit of like a halo on the lid. Usually I try to round it out a little bit, and I've already kind of gone a little bit arched, but let me kind of see if I can play around with a version of like a halo eye. So we'll kind of soften some of these contours a little bit. We'll bring this way down into the... Yes. Yeah. Do some like... Oh, so let me see what I can do to make this even rounder. So let's... Yeah. So there we have... It's definitely got some arch to it, but this side seems to not have quite as much color. So now I'm going to keep going with this brush, and I'm going to go into Eternal. And I'm going to bring that on the inner and the outer part to kind of start building the outer sections of where that the halo is gonna go. So let's bring this in here. And then we'll make this part a little bit more rounded. So I won't go as much into the like the part that's got the arch, but we'll... Because that's the thing. I think halo eyes are always a challenge for me because number one, I like more of this kind of arched cat eye kind of shape, but also because I make my eye look so much bigger than my natural like biological eye socket where my eyes actually are, that I think that if I maybe just do the halo part a little bit smaller and have color that kind of surrounds it, that could help. Because then I think what I'll do is I will do that Light Hope shimmer down the center, and then I will put just a silver right in the center of that. So let me get a little bit more of this blue. Go up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's fun. Let's see. Yes, Grace, I know you love some blue shadows. And so, yeah, I'm liking this blue look so far. Let's go into... I still want a big brush, but I'm getting more of like a paddly brush. And so now I'm going to go into that shade Light Hope. And I'm going to put that in the center, the kind of spot that's a little bit open and bare, and blend it onto that blue matte. And we'll see how this starts to come together. We'll blend it onto the blue. And I'm trying to keep it straight up and down because we know I just love that curve so much. And so I'm trying to do it so that it stays more straight up and down. So there we have that. All right, let me go ahead and grab my color switch. Where did you go? Here it is. I had to record something for my regular job, so I had to move more of the stuff out. Hello, Joe. How's it going? Hello, welcome. We're doing some Lucky Dip. The character we got for tonight is Light Hope, which is kind of the advisor to She-Ra. If you've watched the new She-Ra, and I do have a video all about the new She-Ra, and I go on and on and on and on because of how much I love it, because I really think it's fantastic. The Light Hope in the new She-Ra is very interesting. And I'm just going to kind of go over the top here just to make sure that we've got a nice blend, because I started with that kind of other shape, and so I want to make sure that we don't have any holes left. So we have that. So there we have kind of a halo eye on the lid, and then kind of that, the curved part is sort of above. And so I'm hoping that this will all come together. So then I think what I want to do is I'm going to do this deepest blue. Let me see what we've got here. Yes, when using the janessajaye palette, then giving up. Thanks, Kayla. Yeah, I try Halo Eyes and then I give up partway through. But I think still being able to have my arch, but then having the halo. And this is, I think, going to help round it out. So this is the shade Nebula. This is the darkest of this blue. And we are going to go again to the outer part of this, and I'm going to bring this up. And I want to frame the top of that halo. And then down to the side. And then kind of do that darkening at the outer corner that I like to do. So then that way this dark part really gives us that kind of halo shape. And so let's once again go into the inner part. Yes, so I've had a few lives. I think I've had 4 lives. I put them into a little playlist about the home show, which was the kind of immersive theater experience that I worked on this past weekend, over Thanksgiving weekend, while Mama Champagne was here. And I'm going to have a new little adventure coming up. We're kind of finalizing the details, but I've kind of low-key said yes, where I am going to direct a show at the Empire Theater called The Nut Lab, which is all about, it's a very kind of goofy comedy about a nutrition lab where they do like food experiments. And it was written by Kathy Kudell King, who is the person who wrote the show, except for my monologue, obviously, but she wrote the show that we did this past weekend. This is a show that she has written. She's had a like table reading, but hasn't had a full production. So this will be the first production. So there may be some like script changes and editing. And hello, everybody's saying hello. And yeah, so we're going to have auditions sometime kind of a week or so before Christmas. And then we are going to start in January. And then the performances will be February 12th through the 22nd. So I think it's 2 weeks that it runs. And yeah, so I'm excited. It should be fun. I'm going to go back into Light Hope. Yeah, so I'm very excited. It's going to be a fun time, and I've been saying how I'm like super stressed out and super kind of burnt out, and I'm trying to like build in more boundaries and things, but I'm also like after this weekend, I was like, "Oh, but when I do creative stuff, like I feel that kind of recharges my battery a little bit." So I was like, "You know what? Even though I'm feeling kind of tired and kind of, a little bit kind of a little bit too much, but I think this will be a fun process, and I've started to reach out to some people that I would like to have them audition, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. The only problem is that also another one of the theater companies is doing Into the Woods, and they are auditioning on Monday. So we kind of have to find out who their cast list is because it's going to overlap, and so you won't be able to do both. So that's a little bit boring, not boring. It's a little bit sad for me, but yes, hopefully we can get you over here. Hopefully we don't have bad weather, but yeah, I think it'll be fun. It's very campy, and that's why I wanted to do it, because when I read the script, I there was just some fun, like interesting. There's a lot of like character types. There's like a beach bum. There's like a Jersey guy who's like running from a loan shark, and there's just some interesting character types. And I thought the relationships were very interesting, and so I think there's some fun stuff that we can do. And then there's also just some of the humor is a little bit campy. It's a little bit extra, and I'm here for that. I want to do something else. No, I don't want to. Actually, I do. I want to go back into Galactic, that lighter shade, and bring a little bit more of that just kind of onto the edge of the gold, just because I think that deepened it maybe a little bit too much. So I want to do it right at the edge of the gold. So we get a little bit of that in there. Yeah. Oh, because we used this color above. We didn't even use this color here, but I want this color here. So I'm going to put this onto here, just again to kind of get that blue to marry to the gold. I'm hoping it'll bring out some of the blue tones in that shimmer. So that will be good. Yeah, I think that's kind of fun. I'm liking that blend. Yeah. So now let's go into that Vani Cosmetics glitter. This eye look is coming together super fast. Usually these things don't come together quite so fast, but let's go ahead and put some silver. I'm just gonna finger bang this onto my eye. I don't love using fingers, but with pressed glitter, sometimes it's just the best that you can do. Let me grab a little mirror. I have this little Care Bear compact. Let me see, because then I'm not covering my entire face while I try to. This Vani Cosmetics glitter is very, very, like it's already like stuck to the oils on my finger. I might have to do a little bit of a brush. Might have to try, because it's not wanting to go on. Where did I set the? I've got Goldmine right in front of me, and then I've got like this one a little bit far back, and it's like that should be switched because you're actually using this one. Yeah, so let me try to do this brush and see. These pressed glitters don't always want to work the best with a brush, but yeah, it's kind of flaking all over. Oh, okay, I'm not loving that, but so maybe I'll just use the finger and I'll cover, and if it covers too much, I'll go back in with that light Hope shade, because it's the trouble when you have big old fingers. If you apply with a finger, then you get big old swaths of color. So I want it to be the gold going into the silver, but Let's try a little bit with a brush so we kind of do the same thing on both sides. And I'm very excited because I made buffalo chicken. So I had it simmering for like almost 12 hours in the crock pot. And then I put it in the fridge when I came to work this morning. And when I get home, I'm going to make a buffalo chicken salad with my brand new fabulous buffalo chicken. I'm very excited because I love a buffalo chicken salad. And I've been trying to do less DoorDash. And so I canceled my DoorDash annual membership, which hurt my heart. And so I'm like, I need to stop spending so much on DoorDash. So let's do it. Let's walk away. But now I'm like, I got to see if I can make this at home because I love it. I don't know. I thought I had a silicone applicator. Do I have one now? Oh, in my declutter rage, and I have a bunch of, when I cleaned brushes, I was sorting brushes into bags. And I don't see the bag here, and I don't see, so I have a silicone applicator somewhere, but I don't have it handy. Yeah, you're right. That would be a good option as well. Do I have a little one? Oh, no, those are all pencils. Sometimes I stick one in with the pencils, but I don't. That's a bummer. Yeah, you're right. That would be a good one. Hey, Joe, I'm here, but I'm going to continue watching on my Kindle and can't chat. Kind of sick and sleepy. Oh, sorry to hear that, Tanya. Hope you feel better. Yeah, I just am like, I want to make better financial choices. And so I'm just like, you know what? I don't need to order DoorDash quite so much. I just don't. I love it. And I love when they just bring me food. And I love Crisp and Green, which is one of the restaurants that I order from there quite often. But I was like, you know what? I would like to figure out how to make some of these salads like at home, because the reason why I love Crisp and Green is because I could never think of like how to put these different ingredients together. So they have little like menus that you can take home that show all of their salads and what's in them. And so I'm like, I'm going to start trying to recreate some of these and see how it is. And so my current favorite salad there is the bold and the buffalo. And so I'm going to try that out. Yeah, so there we go. I think that's actually not too bad. I think we've got a nice kind of blend. I don't know how much it's coming through on the camera, but I'll take some pictures as well. And of course, we've got fallout because that's my life. So now what do I want to do under the eye? And then we'll get some brows on. Let me grab just maybe one of these blues, maybe Galactic. No, Eternal, the slightly darker one. Not the darkest one, but... I don't know why when I'm doing like mascara or doing the under eye, stuff like that, it's hard to talk because I have to keep my mouth open for some reason. I don't know what that is, but... And last time we did glitter tears, and I'm trying to think if there's another like fun accent that we could do that's a little bit different, because again, I'm trying to do some fun stuff, and I love that. Although I do still need, even with a halo, I feel like I need a pop of color in the inner corner. Although I like when it's dark there too for this halo. I think we're gonna leave it. I think we're just gonna do the like raccoon eyes and just have the... So there we go. It's looking weird when I look on camera, but I also think that some of that might be I need to add mascara and lashes. Yeah, that's true. I don't think there'd be a lot of DoorDash opportunities in Bowbells, North Dakota. I think that would maybe not be a money-making proposition for somebody if they were looking to get into that. All right, so let's go ahead and get out my, I unpacked some of the makeup from the show, but I haven't unpacked the mixing medium yet. So I'm going to use, again, some Fix Plus. I almost ordered, Glisten was having 40% off for their Black Friday sale, and I almost ordered another like eyebrow liner palette, but I didn't. I was like, no, you've got this eyeliner palette. Let's use more of this before we, because I do still have Give Me Glow, the heart liners that I really, really love. And, but I love little build your own liner palettes. I think they're so fun. So let's go ahead. So there we have. Yes, you're a wide open market, but you'd have to have stores and restaurants to actually bring things from. That's the hole in that plan. All right, let me grab my. Let me set that down. The only trouble with those palettes is that they don't have a mirror in them. So now I need to. All right, here we go. There we go. Oh. Always nervous to do the brow shape. And the first one usually goes well. It's now when I have to match them that it becomes a problem. So let's go into, okay. Not twins. Not sisters yet, but I think they could be cousins. I think it could be cousins, these two. These wonky eyebrows. Okay, these bitches went to the same school and didn't even like each other. I thought I had a thing going. This one has like a swoop that I kind of like, but this one looks like it's a more settled brow. They're definitely not the same. What can I do to make them more similar? What could we do? Let's maybe... If we do that... I mean, they're not terrible. Hello, Ellie Mae. How's it going? We are doing our lucky dip, and I'm drawing on crazy eyebrows, as I tend to do. We did kind of a halo look. And now we're fixing the brows as much as we can. Oh, see, and then sometimes as it dries, it starts to get wonky. Okay. So let me try to take a little bit of that off. And then I can concealer it in a little bit. Oh, I didn't talk about what was on my face already. We'll do that in a minute. Let me get a little bit more of this. Yes, early times over there in the UK, because I think like London is 6 hours ahead, 6 hours or 5 hours. I can't remember. When I was in Ireland, I think it was 6 hours difference. There we go. I think those will be good enough. I think I'm not going to mess too much more. I think they're serviceable. And once we get some powder on them, I think they'll start to blend in a little bit more. 5 hours, yes. Yeah, I'm always having to like do that conversion because I have quite a few people that I still work with virtually who are in Cork, Ireland. And so I'm always having to remember like they're at the end of their day when I'm at the beginning of my day. Yes, stopping is a good idea. It's a good idea. And I always forget too that like once I start adding shadow, that's going to help them kind of match a little bit more. And we are going to go right into Light Hope. And so this again is the She-Ra single that we pulled for this look. So let me go ahead and get a little bit of that, and let's whoosh. So that's going to give us some gold. Ooh, that's pretty. And then get a little bit more gold over here. That's the trouble with these kind of marbled shades, is trying to get them to make sure that they're like similar sort of colors. Because you get more gold, but I think that's not too bad. And then we'll do a little bit of the Vani just right at the beginning. And and Kayla, are you in Central Time or are you on Eastern Time? Because I am on Central Time. I think you're in Central Time, right? Oh, Eastern, yeah. Yeah, so there we go. There we go. So we have a little... Again, I hope that's showing better than it's looking necessarily for me, but let me go. So on my face already, I did powder with some One Size Ultra Peach powder. I'm going to put these away as I go. I did the Juvia's Place concealer in 21. I'm going to keep that out because I need that in a minute. And then I've had this Clinique foundation rolling around for a while. It was a birthday gift from Ulta. And I added the Urban Decay Face Bond Luminizer. This is Mirror Ball. And so I did those. And then, ooh, that's another thing we're going to use is I have this like holographic multi-chrome setting spray from Question Beauty. So here you can see it just looks like blue liquid. I just got these. So I was like, and so you shake it up. And then it's basically just like a glitter spray. But I was like, I have kind of a blue colored one. And I just think that's fun. And so, once we get the look all put together, we are going to add a little bit of that. But I want to use a little bit of concealer to just kind of go underneath the brows and separate them from this eye look. So there's a little bit of distinction. And so, because this is a little bit messy with this touchy glitter. Oops. Don't need to conceal the hair. There we go. And then we'll do the other. Yeah, so this is the first year that I've been advertising my calendars here on YouTube, which is very exciting. I also posted them on Instagram. Facebook has been much less reliable than it used to be about posting things. And so I decided to try different channels. And see how it goes. That came out a little bit thicker, but I think that's okay. There we go. So we've got that. And then what I will do just to... I need another makeup wipe. I'm going to get the concealer off my fingers. Let me know in the chat, do you think we should do glitter freckles with this look? Because I do have blue glitter freckles if we wanted to do some glitter freckles with this look. I am leaning towards yes, because I think that could be fun, but let me know. And then I'm going to also, where did I set that? Ellis palette. Is there a lighter blue? So I'm going to go into this shade Cosmic, and I'm just going to go on the top of that arch, just where the concealer is, just so the concealer doesn't have quite such a harsh line. I'm going to try to do a small but fluffy brush. Do I have a small but fluffy brush? Oh, where are all... Okay, this one is not that small, but it's... Janet is saying yes to the freckles. Mama Champagne is saying yes. Kayla's saying yes. All right, we'll do some glitter freckles with this. All right, so let me go ahead and just go into a little bit of Cosmic. And just, let me tap that a little bit. And just kind of blend and kind of turn that concealer a little bit turquoise. Inner part, yeah, we like that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fun. Now that we've got those brows tamed down a little bit, let's get some lashes on, because I think that's going to pull this look together. Because there's something weird when I look that I'm just like, there's something not right. I think it's because I don't have lashes on. Lashes and liner really can save a look. You're going to think you're looking crazy. This Big Papa, how long have I had that? Have I opened this before? This is a Wet n Wild mascara. Too long. That's stinky. We're gonna get rid of that one. Yes, so let me see. I've actually got a new mascara. I've been using those Colossal Bubbles and I kind of hate them. So I don't want to use the Colossal Bubble, but I do have this Maybelline Fireworks mascara that's still in the package that I've been wanting to try. So I've had this for a little while. And so let's go ahead and put that in there. Yes, no problem, Dion. You are with the crowd. Everybody wants the glitter freckles. So we're going to do... Oh, this has a little like... These little like all plastic ones. I mean, they're all plastic, right? But sometimes I want a little bit more like bristliness. This is a little bit... We'll see, though. Lash Sensation. Firework. Electric Black. Electro Black. I had a hot second where I was like, I wasn't really seeing it. And then I saw the glitter from the Vani and I was like, is this a glitter mascara? It's not. It is a black mascara, but it's not giving me a ton of coverage. It's not really doing much of anything. Now, again, my lashes are always a problem, so that's not necessarily a way to judge a mascara because my lashes struggle at the best of times, but I'm not super impressed. I'm not getting much. If you have lashes already, it may be a great formula that will really give you a boost, but for me, I'm not really... Try to do a little more wiggling and see if that helps. I've never felt very confident with mascara either. Like that's one where like I see people and they just go in and they're like, and I'm like, it's right by my eye. Too nervous to really get too crazy with it. So I sometimes probably have a lighter hand than I should when applying because I'm worried that I'm going to get klutzy and I'm going to stab myself in the eye. All right, so that's fine. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. But it's there. The lashes are black. Let's grab some Vixen lashes. We love those. So these are a standard. I know these will look gorgeous. And let's peel some glue. Yes. Anything else we need to talk about? Yeah. So if you saw I'm very excited because if you saw the preview of the calendar, it's called Candy Bay. And it's all of these beautiful, beautiful candy themed images that we shot at Grandpa's Pool House this summer. And there are more looks coming from that. So those galleries will be up in January because I'm going to let the people who order the calendars get theirs first and they get the first like peek at the images. And then once everybody's got their calendars and everything, then we can start having the galleries come out. But we also did that Pac-Man themed look. And I've got another look with this white and black dress. And we did some trans colors things for a couple of the shots. And yeah, so I'm excited to see the other ones. And of course, I've got my shoot from Miranda. We did decide to push Clue. So Kayla, I know you've been very excited about Clue. Yes, I'm nervous. Yes, it's very scary. Everybody's scared of mascara. It's that wand is prickly and scary. Clue is going to wait till next year just because I've got the last two characters done, but I'm still waiting on the photos and I didn't want to have to rush it. And I really want to make a big deal out of Clue. And so I am excited for next year. I'm going to start putting it together very early. Because we're going to have a couple different, I don't know, not versions, but we're going to have a couple different offerings for the calendar because I want to order. There's going to be some that are like limited edition where you're going to get little surprise gifts. And I've got some stickers of some of the characters and things. I always include stickers in all my orders and stuff, but you're going to get like a full sticker set. You're going to get some little like souvenir pieces. I'm also thinking about ordering some things from Vistaprint little collector cards that are going to have information about the like about Clue itself and about the photos, and so it's going to be like a little deluxe package, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I hope people are going to enjoy that, and so I want to start doing that much earlier. Oh, yes. Thank you, Dion. Yes, I appreciate that. Dion has been using her calendar from last year to track like uploads and stuff. So as a content creator, if you're trying to schedule things and keep yourself on track, it's definitely a good option for that. Yes, the Mrs. Peacock look the makeup turned out so good. I'm so excited. And I could not find the dress. So I had this dress, the whole like Professor Plum was planned around this dress that I had gotten. And then it got to the time and I could not find it. I put it in a bag and I swore I remember where I put it. And I went there and the bag was there. And other things that I remember putting in there were in there, but the dress wasn't there. And so I had to actually switch it out. And then once I saw like the look all come together, I was like, oh, this is a much better option than what I had originally planned. Because in this mystery bag, so it was X Plus Wear, and they do these mystery bags where you get like 10 items for like $80. And so everything's like $8. And some of it's garbage, but some of it was really good. And I got this like off the shoulder. It was like a sweater dress and it was like houndstooth with gold buttons. And I thought that would be perfect for Professor Plum. There's something about that that I just thought was so fun, but it was too high in the front and the neckline was weird. And so I was like, well, I have a purple dress that I can wear under it that'll bring in more of that purple kind of plum. And then it'll be down, where the dress kind of splits. This will be like an overdress. And that was kind of the whole plan. And then I couldn't find that houndstooth dress. And I just went through my costumes and I had a dress that I had gotten on clearance at Torrid that's like a much smaller houndstooth. And it was kind of like a little wrap dress and it had little like light purple flecks throughout the print. And I was like, that's perfect. And then I had this like shimmery iridescent purple shirt that I've worn in a video before. I wore it just like over a t-shirt or something, but it was, it almost looked like a lab coat. So it ended up being perfect for Professor Plum. So I was very excited. And so it actually worked out better than what I had originally planned. So I was very excited about that. And everything else that I had misplaced, I was able to find. Because I had this really beautiful, beautiful, like metal dagger that I got on eBay. And it was only like 25 bucks or whatever, but it has like some rhinestones in the hilt and it's kind of carved up and it looks like something that would be from like that era of Clue, like that, Agatha Christie 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s kind of thing. Very retro vintage like that. Something that somebody who's somebody might have at like a rich person's house. It looked like one of those kind of artifacty kind of things. And so I do have to say this lighting is not great for putting on lashes. I feel like I don't necessarily have enough light for lashes, but I'm having a little trouble. But yeah, so I could not find that, but eventually I did track that. That was in the bag that should have also had the dress because I was putting all of the Clue things into one bag. And then the knife was there, but the dress was not. There we go. Are you going to stay? Are you going to stay in place? These lashes? They look beautiful, but they test me. Okay. Yeah, this starts to pull it all together. I like this. Okay, now let's see. I also have a hard time talking while I'm doing lashes. Okay, that one actually stuck pretty easily. Let me see if these are looking crazy. This one's not quite down where I want it to be. There, I kind of like that. What do you think? Do we like? I'm always looking down because my mirror is always down here. I have to remember to like look up and see what that looks like. This side, there's always got to be one side that's the problem lash. One side usually gives up fairly quickly and is just, oh, I thought I could. We're going to do something that I don't love. Yes, doll eyelashes. That's why I love where they're spiky and like long, but not thick all the way across. So you can still see the eye look behind them. Some lashes, I love big lashes, but then sometimes, like, especially for a look like this where we kept the halo down further, like then it just covers the whole eye look. And I don't want that. I'm adding a bit more concealer, which I hate to do because I've already powdered, but I don't know. And this Clinique foundation, I like it, but it was a little bit troublesome tonight. And so I had to it was looking a little patchy and I wasn't really liking the finish. So I went ahead and powdered it. And so now I've got this fallout that I'm trying to cover. I usually always give the recommendation, do all of your cream and liquid before any powder. And that's still true, but if you're careful, you can sometimes get away with doing a little bit of cream or liquid after you've done powder. You just have to be careful. Because that's sometimes if you powder your under eyes and then you do a liquid blush, it can still work. So it's not a hard and fast rule, but liquid over powder can go bad very quickly. And so matches. Yes, it does. It matches my little Care Bear mirror. So there is the look with lashes. So this is Light Hope. There we go. All right, let me go ahead. I think the blue wig is still in the car from a show. I was going to say I could do the blue wig and then it would all be blue, dabba-dee, dabba-die. But let me see. So we need to do some blush. What do I want to do? I want to do something different. What do I have that I haven't used before or for a while? Ooh, this is my girl, Acacia Forgot. Her partner is Osti, and this is Osti Cosmetics. And this, excuse me, pretty girl. This was a collab that Acacia Forgot did with Osti Cosmetics. It's the Rodeo Rouge palette. And so I love repping my girls. And so this has beautiful pinky blushes. And so I'm going to go into, I think I'm going to do a little bit of Fancy and then a little bit of Baloney. And we're going to let's see. I don't want that one. No, not that one either. So many of my brushes, that's the thing I packed up for this show. And now I brought so many brushes as just prop brushes for my table. And now trying to find brushes here in my office that are clean. So this is an oldie but a goodie. This is a lightsaber brush. I think this was Hot Topic. This has seen better days, but I'm going to go ahead and use this because it's about the right size. It's fluffy. And we're going to start with Oink. Oh, that blush is pigmented. I barely touched. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Yep. So we're gonna do the big. So we're gonna do a blush drapey look. And it does blend down though. So it was real pigmented out of the gate, but it does blend down pretty nicely. Okay, I was worried. I was worried. I was like, Acacia, did you do me dirty? What's happening? And it's real crazy on first application, but it does blend out really nicely. So we can work with this, but we're going to definitely drape it up the side of the cheek, around the eye look. I like it. Okay. Then I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm just going to go into bologna. It's like bull hyphen oni, bologna. Like a rodeo. And that helps soften it up as well. Then I'm going to go into Loretta, which is this light shimmer blush. And I'm going to do that right on the apples of the cheek and then bring it back into the rest of the blush. Again, I don't wear blushes. I don't wear blush. I wear 6 blushes. All right. Pretty. This, I don't think I'm going to hourglass powder over this. I don't mind if this is a little bit clowny. It's a little bit, there's something very like porcelain doll about this overall look. All right, let's do a highlighter. What do I have for highlighters? Ooh. There's something as I was going through. Let's do a Made by Mitchell highlighter. No, should I do a... Oh no, those are more blushes, even if they're shiny. That's purple. Got so many Made by Mitchell. Okay, what do we think? Do we want a blue highlighter to go with the eyes, or do we want a pink highlighter to meld in with the blush? Should I do pink or blue for highlighter? Or should I go old classic and do glazed donut, which is like a champagne? So Kayla is saying pink. Deanna is saying blue. Mama's Champagne is saying go wild, go blue. We've got a couple votes for blue. I know what we're going to do. I think I'm going to do a blue highlight on the cheek so that it stands out from the blush. But my little highlight that I do down the face, I will use this pink from this Made by Mitchell. So let's do a little bit of both. So let me, before I go find, I think I've got the Noctilucent palette on here. And then this will kind of, ooh, that is pink. Little pinky nose. Little pinky Cupid's bow. Little pink chin. It's like frostbite. I love it. Okay. Now we'll do, somewhere here I was moving stuff around and I had the Noctilucent palette. We know I love that one. It's got a beautiful blue. What did I do with it? Did I set it over here? No. So disorganized. I need to get this declutter finished so that I can be done. Where did the Ellie Mae saying blue as well? So yeah, if I can find my blue, where did you go? I have not moved much from out of this area. Okay, well, hold on. Let me get to my little highlighter drawer down here. I've got some things that are in front of it, but let's see if I can get into the highlighter drawer. Ooh, I have these Focallure. I don't know if I have a blue one, though. These are really pretty. This is like a dual highlighter. And I think, but I don't know that there's a blue one. Oh, there's a purple one and a pink one. Somewhere there's a green one and a gold one. Okay. Oh, is this content watching me struggle to find things? Let me get to this highlighter drawer. Okay. Oh, you know what I haven't used for a long time? The Anastasia. This is the Moonchild. Everybody remember this when this had like everybody in a chokehold? Although, is this even blue? I don't even know if that's blue. What about that? No, this is not what I want. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? We gotta have some blue. What is this one? Blissful from Ofra? That's not the blue one. Oh. Ooh, this I haven't really played with. This could be fun. This is the Wet n Wild, that Chameleon series that they did. This is the blue one of those. Let me see. That's a very glittery. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty blue glittery one. Let me go ahead and I'm even going to put the blue over top of this pink. Let's see if we like this. I'm sure it will not hold a candle to my Noctilucent palette, but that's not bad. That's a fun blue. Gives it that kind of hypothermia blue vibe. I like that. It's blending in with that pink and it's becoming a little bit purple, but I'm not mad about it because it still has that kind of like blue flash. Put a little over the pink. I love a blue. I love a blue highlight moment. Yeah, pretty. Gorgeous. That is really pretty. I do. Oh my God, it's right in front of me. It is right in front of me. It's under I've got the Trixie holiday collection here, the Trixie and Katya, and it was literally right under there. It was sitting right there. I'm going to add a little bit of Apparition, which is the blue one, so we get a little bit more. I know you can't see that super blown out. This is always blown out in the best of times, so I'm going to add some blue from here. So it's going to get even glitterier. These are pairing nicely. All right, very frostbitten. We love that. So we're going to do blue freckles, and then we need a lip as well. So for lipstick, what should I do? Do I have any lipsticks? Oh, I have this blue Maybelline, this Super Stay Matte lip ink. These are great. I'm going to do a blue lip. Again, I wish I had just a little bit more light. It's so dark. It still looks blown out on the camera, but it's just a little bit too dim. And I bought a ring light, so I should have a ring light pointing at me as well. Can we talk about how I turned that on today and it like went on and then immediately went off? And I've had that for like, this is the first time I've used it. I've had it for maybe like a week. It was like before Black Friday. It was like well, maybe I've had it for a couple weeks because it was the week before the week of Thanksgiving that they had early Black Friday deals. I found it on Amazon, and that's where I got the two side lights, and I got that light, and I got the camera, and it just went off. Sorry if I'm off. My lips are always a challenge. Now we get the other side. Okay. Yeah. This one now is a little bit bigger. That's the problem with lips, is then as I'm going, one side will be a little bit bigger, so then I'll go to the other side. Then that one will get a little bit bigger. Then I go to the other side. There we go. It's a little wonky on the edge on that side, but and I went a little bit further in so I don't get that weird butthole lip kind of thing. So there we go, a fun blue lip. I'm gonna let that dry. We might add some shadow to it as well. Yeah, what do we think so far? So this is the look for Light Hope. Light Hope and what was Moonlight? Is that the name of the glitter? Moonlight, yeah. Very fun. This lash still wanting to cause me problems. I'm gonna go grab paper towel and water so that I can do the freckles. Just trying to get things out of my way here. Thank you. Yeah, it looks all right. The corners are always a little bit of a challenge for me. Actually, I just can't stop myself from doing more and more. But I feel like when the top lip looks bigger and it feels like it goes in for the lower lip, I hate that look. So I'm going to overdraw the lower lip line even a little bit more. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. The corners are always a problem. There we go. I like that better. Okay, let me grab water and paper towels, and then we'll do some freckles. I'm coming back. Oh, and I got pink blush all over the shirt. And now I don't have to move the lights out of my way because they're much smaller. All right, so we've got some good towels. If anybody pops online now, they're going to be wondering why they're just looking at a blank space. I'm coming back, I promise. I'm just wetting my paper towel. Almost done, almost done. Okay. I've got some water over here because I have a couple of plants in my office. And I don't know what it is about plants in my office, but I have actually managed to keep them alive. I cannot say the same about any plants that have been in my home. I kill plants so easily at home, but my plants here in the office have actually managed to survive. I'm very excited about it. All right, so let's grab the blue, or I've got these rainbow ones. No, let's do the blue. Or gold? No, blue. How many times am I going to talk myself in and out of blue? Okay. All right, so there's that. So these are the Phase It Blue Speckles. I have a collab video. Dion and Grace and I did a collab where we each did looks and applied the freckles. Dion, I'm so sorry to bring that up again. Yes. Blue, blue, blue. Yes, we are definitely doing blue. So let's get that out here and... Oh, itchy nose. Okay. Now, I learned that you really have to like follow the instructions. The only thing that I do a little bit differently. Oh, at Marshall's. Yeah, I think I saw a set of the gold at TJ Maxx when I was there not too long ago. And I didn't pick them up, but I was glad to know that like it looks like they are there sometimes. So very fun. Let me cut this into 3 pieces because that makes it a little bit more manageable for my face. And it makes it a little bit easier to apply. Okay. So I took the paper off. So now we're going to take this one and we're going to put it here. And it says to use a wet paper towel and hold it for 60 seconds. So Alexa, set a 60-second timer.
1 minute, starting now.
Okay. Traumatized. Marshalls. Yeah, Grace did fantastic with them as well. Dion, we're gonna get you to figure these out. We're gonna help you. It's gonna happen. And to throw. Ooh, red again. Very fun. Very exciting. I haven't done like a fun color for a while. Oh yes, Dion, we're gonna get you all freckled up. Okay, come on, timer. You will love it. Yes, there you go. That could be great with the swapping style looks. Alexa, timer off. Okay, so we did 60 seconds, and then now... Oh, I kind of put it on there crooked, but it's there. So that was a mistake. There are mistakes, and then there are mistakes, and that was definitely a mistake where I put it on there crooked. All right, so let's go ahead and do the first one, kind of over here. Alexa, set a 60-second timer.
1 minute, starting now.
All right. Yeah, I haven't done a fun color for a little while. Teal is the color that I do most often because I feel like it looks the best. And Lime Crime has a color called Sea Witch, which is really, really beautiful. And it fades really beautifully. But I used to do hot pink a lot, and I feel like I might be heading into a pink moment where maybe I'll need to do some pink hair, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then, yeah, just kind of hold. I feel like Kristen Bell in that Carvana commercial where she's always yelling at Dak Shepard, hold. All right. A minute feels like forever when you're just sitting here holding a wet paper towel on your face. Yes, Alexa, timer off. Yeah, Sea Witch is beautiful. This one did not take as well. I don't know. It left a little blank spot there. Let me see if I can press that in there and do a little bit longer. We won't do the full minute, but let's see if we can. Yeah, I'm having that trouble again. Let me put some, actually, let me see if I can get some to stick to my nose. Since I put them on crooked, let's see if I can. Oh, no, and I think I took off some of the other ones. Okay, let's just try to, can I just press them down? There we go. Kind of got them to stick that way. Okay. This is not turning out the way that I thought. I've had good luck with these freckles until tonight. Maybe I have my paper towel too wet. Did I go too wet with the paper towel? Let me squeeze it out a little bit. Just onto the floor because I'm classy like that. Let me try this over on this other side and let's see if we run into any problems. Alexa, set a 1 minute timer.
1 minute, starting now.
Yeah, Sea Witch is a beautiful. Anytime if you've seen my like teal colored hair, that's, although I think I haven't done it for, I thought I had done it fairly recently, but I think it's been a couple years. What even is time anymore? I don't know. I can't keep track. Alexa, timer off. Oh, see, that one came out much better. Yeah, so that time it worked. So maybe I was probably had the paper towel too wet. Because I got all except for I missed a couple at the bottom, but that came off much better. So yeah, there must be something with I had too much liquid. These are so fussy. Yeah, I just got with my little flashy eyelashes. Now let's do one more fun thing to kind of round this off. Let's use the Crystal Mist Multichrome Setting Spray from Question Beauty. And then we will put on a wig and show the final look. Now, this might be one that I don't know if we'll be able to see it on camera because it is kind of like a very fine multi-chrome sparkle. And we'll do a couple layers just to make sure we get the full effect. It's got a really nice fruity smell. I like that for sure. And it feels like a nice setting spray, even if the glitter isn't as like prominent. I even just like the way this feels as a setting spray. Yes, don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you, Dion. And circle back after the live. Absolutely, all the good reminders. Don't forget to come back and leave a video, leave a comment, feed the algorithm. Yeah, I was very tempted by the Question Beauty mystery box, but I was like, you know what? I've never tried them, and I know I want to try these. So I was like, I'm just going to order the trio. And I did order a lip gloss in Lemon Sherbet. Sherbert. Very, very cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. Oh, Torrance. I miss him on YouTube. Oh, so there we go. Are we seeing any sparkle? I don't know if I'm seeing any sparkle very much in person, but let me grab my phone and let's do a little bit of flashlight. Okay, so we need to. Are we seeing any reflex? Sorry, try not to blind everybody, but it's also still just wet in some places. Because I do love a lot of setting spray. Okay. Let's bring the camera closer. Oh, here we are. Okay. So there is the look. And then are we seeing sparkles? What if I turn that away? Are we seeing sparkles? It's very glowy. It's very highlightery. I don't know that I'm seeing a lot of glitter. Let's see what people are saying. Glowing for the gods. The flashes of blue from the yeah, so the highlighter is looking stunning. But I don't know that I'm getting much in the way of that like glitter reflect. Now I should have known because all of the promo videos show people in like dark lighting with like a camera flash on them. So maybe it's something when there's actual like overhead lighting, it doesn't really show up. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I would love to do another collab with Torrance. That would be absolutely fabulous. Let's see. Yes, Torrance. I love Torrance so much. Torrance is the person that I did my first ever collab with. I was very excited. We were using the Janessajaye Lightworks 4, I think was that year's. And yeah, we did palette bingo. So I'm going to do, just because I'm extra, just to be sure, I'm going to do one more coat. We're going to see if we can get some glitter and glow out of this. I'm still a little damp in places, but we're going to see. And just see if we can get, maybe when I take the pictures, I'll be like sparkle fish, like who knows, but let's see if we can. Oh. There we go. Oh, I'm seeing a little bit, as I've got the like, the light down here, I am seeing a little bit like on the chin. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm seeing a little bit, a lot of it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know how best to show this. So let's see. Let me bring you up close and personal again. I know. Sorry about the Blair Witch experience, but so here, let's get me to the center. And then if I go like this way, do you see how there's that like, there is that like shimmer, shine, glitteriness. Hopefully that's coming through. I definitely saw it like on the forehead. Am I doing anything that's at all showing it off? Hopefully you can see it. Hopefully you can see a little bit of that glitter. I think when I take the pictures, it is going to be just like sparkle fish, but there we go. Okay. So that is the look. for Light Hope. What do we think? Let me just grab this wig that's down here because since I don't have my blue wig, this blonde wig is probably fine just to kind of see it with a wig on. With a wig on. All I can think of is, so I used to watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I just, in my head, when I say like put a wig on or there's a wig on, I just think of Nene Leakes. She's got this thing where she's like, Kim, that low down monkey with a wig on. It's so funny. It's just one of those things that just sticks in my head. So whenever I think of like the word wig or putting a wig on or something, I just think of Nene Leakes. Like, Kim, that low down monkey with a wig on. And Kim's wigs were unhinged in that first season. If you watched old school Real Housewives of Atlanta, that first season when they still had, what was her name, Deshawn, and she like got kicked off after the first season because she was just nice to everybody and like was trying to do charity, and they were like, well, that's boring, get rid of her, let's put somebody else on here. And Kim's wigs were unhinged in that first one. They were, girl, shake and go Spencer Gift wigs. I don't know what was happening. I don't know what she was thinking, but so there is the Light Hope look. I will post pictures as well so that you can see it. The thing I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, so in 2 weeks, we're doing this again. We are doing this in, thank you, Joe. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, looking forward to see the pictures. Lovely, lovely. Yes, Joe, cutting them into 3 pieces, it makes it so much easier. It's so much easier. Bluetastic, gorgeous. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Dion. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, so very excited. What I wanted to ask about. So we're doing this again in 2 weeks. We're doing it on the 17th. Now, I have an idea, but if I do it, it would require me to pull the shades for that video now. And the reason why is because we've talked about this before, but I have this whole drawer of colorful foundations. And so since I always come with my foundation and stuff done before I come on camera, I would kind of have to know the shades beforehand so that I could pick which foundation color would go with it. And then I could do the foundation and then do a look. So do you want to see a look with a colorful foundation and we pick the shades tonight? Or would you rather that I just do the colorful foundations in a different video? Because I can do it in a different video. I don't have to do it in this series. Or even a different live where we have a different makeup play day that's not Lucky Dip. And then just kind of keep it where I pull the shades on the 17th. So what do you think? Do you want to do colorful foundation? Deanna's saying pick now. Mama Champagne is saying pick now. Pick now. Deanna's voting twice for pick now. I love it. Kayla's saying pick now. Yes, pick colors tonight from Joe. Pick now. Dion is very excited for pick tonight. Yes, because I'm excited to play with these foundations more. And I've got so many colors. And so I think that could be really fun to then build a look when I've got this like fun color. So let's go ahead. Janet is saying pick now. Nobody seems to have any objections. So we will go ahead and pick now. And let's see what we get. So, let's see what we get. So our She-Ra single, is Tila. I keep getting the Masters of the Universe ones, but I think this will be fun with the colorful foundations because this is like a red into gold into green sort of multi-chrome. We're getting mostly the red and a bit of the gold. Dion answered for everybody. So we've got kind of a red, gold, green. So that's really fun. And then let's see what Vani Cosmetics pressed glitter we get. Ooh, this is going to be interesting because we got Skyfall, which is a turquoisey blue. Oh, what is this going to be? This like gold, green, red, burgundy with turquoise. Oh, what in the world? What are we going to do with that? This is going to be, it does sound like Plinko. What sort of color foundation should we do with like a burgundy gold, a little bit of green, and turquoise? Oh, okay. So from Sunset Makeup, I have this like cyan blue, and then Glisten just came out with pastels. So I've got these two. So what if I do something with these two shades? Because that will kind of then match with that one. And then this will be like a contrast color. Let's see. Yeah, let me go through some of the, I have a lot. So these are kind of my front runners or what I'm thinking of now, but let me show you some of the colors that I have and we can kind of talk about it. What are the foundation color options? What colors do you have? Yeah, so let's take a look at, because I have a lot of these. I am a big fan. So we have those blues that I already showed you. And then we also have, oh, that's black. This, obviously, I'm not going to use black. I understand what blackface is. We're not going to do it. I bought this for a specific kind of like art look that I want to do that is not, but we're not going to use it for like a makeup look. It's not going to be, I want to do like a face paint kind of thing. And I want to use this where I want to do almost like a dawn sky. So like the very edges would be like a little bit of black, but then it would be like purple, fuchsia pink. So I have a black foundation, but that's not in the mix because I know better. I know better than that. So we have like a matte, like just blue. We have a metallic blue and we have a navy blue. So again, and I love the idea of doing like a gradient. So those are kind of the blue shades that I have. Then we have greens. So we have the green from Sunset Makeup. We have the green from Glisten, which are pretty similar. Glisten is probably a little bit darker. And then we also have from Sunset a metallic green. And then we have a pastel green. So we have those greens. I also have yellow from Indie Beat and Sunset Makeup, and I have a metallic like gold shade, and I have the pastel yellow. I don't think I'll do yellow, although yellow could look nice with that Tila shade. It's just, I've already done the yellow foundation video, and I did the Ms. Pac-Man look. So I feel like I've got a fair number of looks and shots where I'm in yellow. It's a shame because now that I'm thinking about it, like this, even like this gold could be interesting with that Tila shade. I don't know. Let's set these to the side. These are the ones that I have kind of multiples of. And then as we get into, well, no, I still have some multiples. I've been picking up a lot of colorful foundation. So for pink, we have the pink from Sunset Makeup and from Glisten. This is their regular pink. And then they also did like a pastel pink. So we have kind of a gradient of pinks. And from Indie Beat, we have a metallic pink. So those are the pink options. I need to start doing more colorful looks because for purple, we have like a purple and we have a lilac. So just two of the purples. And then, what shade is it? Okay, that's, yeah. Then we have the red, the orange from Indie Beat, the orange from Glisten, which is a little bit deeper, and the pastel orange, the peach from Glisten. We have a red and a metallic red from Sunset Makeup. These are both Sunset Makeup. They changed their logo, so it looks like different ones, but they're the same. And then we have a gray, a silver, and a white, but those are boring. We're not going to do gray, silver, or white because we want to be colorful. We want to be wild. So those are the foundation shades. A pink, don't have any Glisten, but I haven't tried the colorful foundation from Glisten yet. I've got a plan. I've always got plans. And since I did the foundation, the yellow foundation where I compared Indie Beat and Sunset, I want to do one where, that's why I have so many like of similar colors, because then I want to do a video where I compare Glisten to Indie Beat and Glisten to Sunset Makeup. So I've got pairings of both of those. So we've got pink, pink or blue from Joe. Pink or that light blue you showed first. I voted pink. We've got lots of votes for pink. And then Ellie Mae is saying blue. Do you want pink, Dion? Pink times how many people are here? Let's see. So we've got pink or blue. I do worry with that blue. I think that, because this is going to be kind of the star of the show, this Tila, I do think a pink would probably be better with this. And then we'll have that blue as a contrast rather than matching to the glitter. I think that's a good idea. Now, let's see. So we have two that are kind of like just your standard pink. We have a metallic pink and we have baby pink. So baby pink, I think I'll use as the concealer. So whichever one we choose, I'll try to do that. So should I maybe just go all Glisten? Should I do these two? How does that sound? If we do these two. Well, Champagne wants blue. Yeah, so we have... Yeah. I think these two. I think this will be good. I think we'll do... I like that blue, but the more I think about it, I think it makes more sense to try to match to this shade, since this will be a bigger part of it, than to the glitter. So yeah, so we'll do the Glisten pinks, and I do want to do a blue look at some point. So there's definitely going to be, as you can see, I have a lot of colorful foundation. So there's going to be colorful foundation looks coming to the channel for sure. But I think for this Lucky Dip Live, we are going to go with pink. I kind of put these all back. So many foundations. So many foundations. I just love these. I just love them. I think they're so fun. And the yellow foundation video is still the highest viewed video on my channel. I think it's around like 1,100 views, something like that. It was the first one to break 1,000. Yeah, pinks are so pretty. Sorry, Mama. Yeah, I think the pinks will be fun, and I think they will look nice with this this shade, because the red really it is like red to gold to green, but the main kind of straight on color is that burgundy red. And then I think having this as kind of like a little contrast, I think will be fun. So that will be in 2 weeks. That'll be on the 17th. We will have Lucky Dip Live, and we will do a colorful foundation. Yes, so that is the video for tonight. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I will take some pictures and post them as well, because I think this glitter, I probably went a little bit overboard, and this glitter is probably going to take over, but we'll see how it looks in the final pictures. So let's see if I remember my outro. replay crew, you rock. Don't forget to go down and leave a comment after the video has converted. Feed that algorithm. We love that. And while you are down there leaving me that comment, don't forget that you can hit that thumbs up to tell me you appreciated this video. Or if you are like, you are a monster, or what are you doing? Why are you being crazy like this on the internet? Go ahead and give me that thumbs down. It is all engagement. The algorithm isn't a picky bitch, and neither am I. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, become part of the family, and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified every time I upload or go live. I've been doing more lives than filmed videos, but we're going to have more filmed content coming soon as well. And so you want to know when an upload happens, definitely hit that. I try to do at least one video a week, and sometimes, if you're lucky, if you're very lucky, you might even get a bonus video. Ooh. Tealerific. I forgot who we did. Light Hope-erific. If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads, all of my social media will be linked down in the description box below, including a link to my website. Just pretend it's there. The World of Champagne at janessajaye.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate all of you. I will be back to do this again in 2 weeks. And on Monday, don't forget to go over to Dion's channel. I don't remember, did we say 8 Eastern or 9 Eastern? I don't remember when we're doing it, but we are going to do our style swap. So if you've been waiting for Dion and I to swap our aesthetics, then Monday is the day. We are going to be going live on her channel on Monday and do our style swap. And then for the next 2 Mondays after that, we'll be on my channel and we'll be doing gem looks on the 15th. So Monday on Dion's channel is the 8th. On the 15th, we'll be on my channel doing gem 80s inspired looks. And then on the 22nd, leading into Christmas, that week we are going to do Winterween, where we do holiday looks with a Halloween spooky flavor to them. So definitely check it out. Very excited. So 9 Eastern, so 8 o'clock, 9 Eastern on Dion's channel. And that's when it'll be on my channel as well. Thank you. She accommodated. She pushed it out an hour for me so that I can get done with work and have time to get ready for the live stream. So for the next 3 Mondays, we will have collab dual lives. First one on the 8th will be on Dion's channel where we swap styles. 15th will be on my channel. It will be gem and the holograms 80s inspired. And then the 22nd will be on my channel, and that will be Winterween, that spooky Halloween Christmas together. And we'll be doing another one on Dion's channel in January where we do a troll play. So I'm very excited to be in on the troll play. So let's see if there's any final things. Everybody have a wonderful day and night. Dawn, we're sorry you missed it, but it'll be there for replay. Definitely check it out because it got a little crazy. Yes, hope everybody's well. Watching a scary movie. Dawn, we love that. We love a scary movie. Mama Champagne and I watched some fabulous scary movies. If you haven't seen Get Away, it's got Aisling Bea, who I love, and it's got Nick Frost, who is wonderful. Definitely check it out. One of the funniest horror comedies I've seen in a long time. It's got a fun twist to it. I love it. So definitely check that out. Yeah, I'm going to go. I hope everybody's having a lovely night. And until I see you again, bye. And now we figure out how to shut this off. All right, bye.